This K&N Air Intake system is designed to increase vehicle power and acceleration by reducing restriction in the intake path. It comes with K&N's famous million-mile limited warranty. The 57-1556 Air Intake has received a CARB-O number, and it is street legal in all 50 states. This air intake system fits 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010 DODGE NITRO models with 4.0-liter engines. See the K&N website or catalog for updated model details. K&N power testing showed an estimated power gain of 8.7 horsepower at 5,006 RPM, with this air intake installed on a 2007 DODGE NITRO with a 4.0-liter engine. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. With the air intake installed, we ran the vehicle on the dyno to test the sound comparison versus the stock intake. The intake kit includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn off the ignition and disconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Disconnect the crankcase vent hose from the airbox lid. Then, unhook the crankcase vent tube from the retaining clip. Release the red locking tab. Then disconnect the air temperature sensor electrical connection. Loosen the two hose clamps that secure the stock intake tube. Then remove the stock intake tube. Pull up firmly on the airbox assembly and remove it from the vehicle. The fresh air duct must be disconnected from the airbox. Remove the inner airbox retaining grommet. On 2007 model year vehicles, remove the ECU mounting nut. This nut will be reused in a later step. On 2008 and later model vehicles, remove the ECU mounting bolt. This bolt will be reused in a later step. Remove the timing cover bolt. Install the 2.75-inch inside diameter silicone hose onto the throttle body and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Install the tube mounting bracket onto the K&N intake tube using the provided hardware. Install the provided grommets into the K&N intake tube. Install the provided 90-degree fitting into the grommet installed into the K&N intake tube. On 2008 and later vehicles, it will be necessary to drill out the crankcase vent hole to 7/8-inch inner diameter and install the larger grommet provided. Remove the air temperature sensor from the stock intake tube. Install the air temperature sensor into the grommet installed into the K&N intake tube. Install the K&N intake tube into the silicone hose at the throttle body and align the mounting bracket with the timing cover bolt location. Secure the tube mounting bracket to the timing cover with the provided hardware. The spacer is to be placed between the bracket and timing cover. Reconnect the air temperature sensor electrical connection. Connect the crankcase vent hose to the 90-degree fitting installed into the K&N intake tube. Install the heat shield mounting bracket onto the heat shield using the provided hardware. Install the provided edge trim onto the heat shield, starting at the bracket installed in step 19. Some trimming of the edge trim may be necessary. Install the heat shield mounting bracket to the bottom of the heat shield using the provided hardware. On 2007 model year vehicles, install the heat shield mounting bracket to the side of the heat shield using the provided hardware. The provided spacer is to be placed between the bracket and the heat shield. Install the heat shield into the engine compartment. Align the bottom rear mounting bracket with the threaded stud on the lower inner fender. Align the upper rear mounting bracket with the ECU mounting stud. Secure with the factory ECU mounting nut and provided hardware. The fresh air duct must be aligned with the mounting tab on the bottom of the heat shield. Secure the lower mounting bracket to the lower inner fender with the provided hardware. Install the provided air filter adapter into the K&N air filter and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Install the silicone hose onto the air filter adapter. and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Install the K&N filter assembly onto the intake tube and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Then connect the crankcase vent line to the hose mender and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Ensure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. The CARB exemption sticker must be visible under the hood so that an emissions inspector can see it when the vehicle is required to be tested for emissions. It will be necessary for all K&N high-flow air intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. K&N makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The K&N website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gain for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy K&N products, go to knfilters.com.